I am not a piece of apparatus in a playground. Hello and welcome to the last video of 2024. Hey Spuds. Meet a Spud. He's the less haters, more taters Spud plushie, because the haters might hate, but the taters still gonna tate. If you're looking for your perfect mash, then get ready to fall tatally in love with your new best Spuddy buddy. He's pretty fry for a tubular guy, and no, I'm not sorry for the puns. From his green heart hair to his little arms and tiny little thumbs, he's here to spread love and always keep you company when things feel a little difficult. So when the world gets a lot, he'll be the tater to your top. Go click the link in my description box to get your own Spud plush, but be quick because he is not available for very long. Hey Spuds, it's Jamie, welcome back to another video of Fast Channel. I don't know, but welcome either way. I'm very glad to have you here for the last video of the year. Yay. What did I decide to make it on? Oh yes, the wonderful, adorable little balls of LGBTQ-ness. Yes, the little cutie balls. It's LGBallT time. It's not all about the T, it's all about bisexual erasure. Bisexuals are now balls. I am a ball and trans. Yay. Let's just look at these comics, shall we, before this gets too weird. Talking of bisexuals, that's what we're starting on today. Me, the bisexual ball. My partner. Oh, a bisexual ball wearing a straight mask. Oh, is this gonna be a coming out? Hey, my name? Yeah? Oh, they came out as bisexual and they're sweating and they look worried. Oh, cool. Lol. Me internally, so we bi for bi. You are, as are me and my wife. That's very cute. It shows the nerves even when you are in a relationship. Your partner has this identity that you now know that you have too and you're gonna come out to them. There's still that worry over acceptance and coming out and saying it, but this is cute. Listening to trans music. What would people constitute as trans music? When I read the words listening to trans music, I just think of trans musicians, but then I don't necessarily know if they would want to be labeled as like having trans music just because they're musicians who happen to be trans. So I don't know, comment down below. Is it specific songs by trans musicians? I don't know. I'm thinking too deep about this. I feel old. Homophobic mum. Ugh, no. Homophobic parents can get in the bin. Isn't that a trans artist? How did your mum know? What is a homophobic mama doing being all up in knowing the trans artists? I feel like I can only name two. And your homophobic mum knew from like the music? That's really interesting. Oh, you said no. No? Oh, and then cry. Oh, that's really sad. Awful that you have a homophobic mum and you don't feel like you can come out. I note that the mask has gone on. But how did she know? How mysterious. These two straight balls are asking a gay guy if he's got a girlfriend. I wonder how this is gonna end. No, and I'd rather have a boyfriend. Yeah, you say it. Whoa, didn't know you swing that way, man. I am not a piece of apparatus in a playground. I don't understand this whole like swinging that way. It just is weird terminology, and whenever people say that, I'm always a little bit dubious as to if there's like some kind of conscious or subconscious negative stuff going on, a little bit of homophobia sprinkled in there somewhere. Why do you choose to be gay? You just want to, or what? Why do they think it's a choice? Do you just choose to be straight? If you think it's a choice, then try choosing to be gay for a day, and then yeah, let's see how that goes, and you'll realize you can't choose. Yeah, sure, I like it, I guess. He's gay. This ball is like 2 sentences behind in the conversation. Is that where that one ended? What kind of interaction was that? Why are people so weird? That slur waiter is so annoying. Why does he have to show that stuff in public and at work, no less? Mum. Oh, homophobic mum again. Different homophobic mum, I'm assuming. Son, it's wrong to be like that. You'll understand eventually. You shouldn't say that about gay people. Exactly. It must be really difficult to stand up to your mum in that way. Hopefully you will stop being like that eventually. Oh God. Well, I've got to go. Talk to you another time, son. Love you. Bye, mum. Yeah, bye. Go away. Bye, mum. Get lost. The mum is saying like,
why is the waiter showing that stuff in public and at work, no less?
So him just being himself, literally just the way he naturally is as a person is offensive to you because he's visibly gay. It's a really bizarre thought process, and to be like,
oh, he must deliberately be putting that on. Oh, he's deliberately flaunting it in our faces.
No. Why can't people just be themselves? You're sat there being a homophobic bigot when you don't have to be. Why are you showing that stuff in public? And at his workplace, no less. How dare you? Can I tell you something? Yeah, sure, man. What? That's a little gay ball wearing a straight ball mask. I'm gay. Straightman.exe isn't responding. Buffering error. Oh, so you like men? Cool. So am I like hot to you? You're like a woman, kinda, since you like men too, so you know what they like, right? Well, no, that's just a total word salad of shit. Why is there an assumption from, and this is particularly among straight men who are either extremely homophobic or just subconsciously homophobic, a whole spectrum of homophobic level. They always have this assumption of like, oh, if there's a gay guy in the vicinity or a bisexual guy in the vicinity,
oh, he must find me attractive. Oh my god.
Just because a guy is gay doesn't mean he's gonna find every single man attractive. There's a whole portion of straight people and most homophobic people who just have all these assumptions in their head of how LGBT plus people must be so vastly different from them. Just because a guy is gay compared to a straight guy isn't going to find every single woman attractive. So why would a gay guy find every single man attractive? It's just a bizarre thought pattern to have. And then to say he's like a woman because he likes men and would therefore know what women like. No. If being gay is a sin, then being straight must be a cos and being bi must be a tan. Oh, it's like the triangle thing. I've not done this for years. Sine, cosine, tangent. Very punny. Very well done. Congratulations. I love that you call me your partner. Yeah, I started doing it to avoid any issues online. I feel like your partner in crime. Be gay, do crime. Or in business, you know. What about both? What's wrong with, but you're bisexual? Do you want some pancakes? Yes, I love pancakes. What, so a pan ball with a cake? That's the expectation of pancake, is a pan ball with cake. What do they get? Here you go, a dead pansexual pancake. I don't think that's quite what they were imagining. No, that's murder. Look what I found. Bisexual ball, a straight ball, and then a LGBTQ plus ball in some way wearing a straight mask. I can't tell what that flag is just from the little edge bit. They found a pride pin. Oh, can I have it? Says the bisexual ball. No, I kind of want to keep it, says the closeted ball. But you're straight. Yeah, why do you want it, straight ball, huh? Oh, you know, just to be supportive. It can be my ally badge. Internally though, NB panic. Oh, I wonder if that was like a gut reaction of like, oh no, I want that. Yeah, but why? Oh, yeah, I didn't really think that far ahead that you might ask me why I wanted something. The last piece of the puzzle in the word gay, the straight ball is making the word gay in a puzzle, and then it's the last piece, and then crack. The ball goes crack. The egg has well and truly cracked because you got the last piece of the puzzle. That is a very literal interpretation from that phrase. I feel like a lot of people say, oh, the last piece to my puzzle of figuring this out. I definitely said that. It's funny how you needed that last piece to be able to read the words, but sometimes it just doesn't make sense until it's complete, which, yeah, I get it. And then egg goes crack. Oh, great genie, please make me a real man. So it shall be. The little puff of white smoke. Ooh, the trans ball's getting made into a real man. I don't feel any different, for it is already true, the trans ball cries. This is cute. I feel like this is a very cute representation of something that trans people and trans allies know, but that so many people just seem to not understand, that you are no less of a man because you're a trans man, you're no less of a woman because you're a trans woman. It's just another way of being, and people who don't get it, it's just like, update your brains, people. It's fine. Trans people exist and trans people are valid. Get over it. Oh no, a homophobic and transphobic ball, the worst, bruh. Remember when I said all those horrible things about you? Oh, and also stopped being friends with you just because you were trans? Oh dear, I've come across people like this in my life, particularly the second bit of like, they don't necessarily say anything, they'll gossip behind your back and then just stop talking. I had a few people do that when I came out as trans. Yeah, I'm aware that you were not very nice. I'm sorry. Oh, what a plot twist. Turned from homophobic and transphobe to trans plus bi way after they stopped being friends. Does not excuse the behavior, but provides context that it wasn't coming from like a hateful bigot place. It was coming from a place of genuine fear and an internalized phobia. But it doesn't make it okay. It's not okay. You still don't have a right to project that onto other people at all, even if 5 years down the line you are comfortable coming out and it's like, yeah, look, I was mean, but see, hi, I'm also LGBT plus now, yay. Good for you. I'm really glad for the self-growth. It was important, it was needed. The asexual ball is standing behind a sweating Danish ball. We are coming. I feel like this has something to do with the fact that there's more asexuals than there are in the population of Denmark, right? And it's like, we're gonna take over Denmark because there's more of us. Denmark and garlic bread. Oh, I think I finally understand my sexuality. No, I don't. The end. What a perfect and very relatable story. I'm finally there. Oh wait, shit, no, this isn't right. I feel like for me, my journey with gender was very much like 4 years old. I know who I am. Got a bit older. Oh my God, this is weird because society is telling me something different to what I feel inside. Found the term trans. Wow, amazing. I was right all along. Sexuality, when I was about 14, I had crushes on girls and I was like, this is so confusing. And so I came out as bi when I was 14 or 15 and I was like, okay, no, this feels all right. I think this is good. And then because of how I presented myself, really masculine, everybody assumed I was a lesbian because I came out as bi, so people knew I was like, I found women attractive, but I was really masculine presenting by the time I was like 15, 16 and like my first year at college, and everyone was like,
oh, you're a lesbian then.
All assumed it. I was like, wow, cannot hide this at all. And I was like, okay, sure, I must be because everybody is telling me. Every step was like, I finally understand what's going on. And then I came out as trans and I figured out the whole trans thing. And I was like, right, lesbian when I was still living and presenting as a woman. Now I know who I am and I'm living as like the man I've always been. Straight guy. That's the trajectory. Woo! And I identified as like straight for quite a while. And I was like, but no, bisexual always felt more who I was and described my sexual orientation better. So in my 20s, 10 years after first being like,
I'm bi, everybody.
Came back around to like,
I'm bi, everybody.
That is I think I finally understand sexuality. I can find girls attractive without wanting to date them. A few months later. Really? Can you? I don't think you can. You people are trying to take away my rights, says the homophobic ball. No, we just want equal rights, I promise. Meanwhile, somewhere in a secret base, Ace's plan for world domination.
And the world shall be ours.
What does this say? Allies, prepare, attack. I can neither confirm nor deny the plans of a subgroup of the LGBT plus community for world domination. I feel like these jokes, they're funny and I love them and I don't think there's anything wrong with them. And I genuinely feel like this is what phobes have in their minds. They're like, oh, they don't want just equality.
They want to take away my rights and take over the world and the children.
And all of this bullshit. We're just making jokes about stuff and they'll be like, oh my God.
That's what's happening.
Do they think rights are pie?
Ooh, floor pie.
Do they think that gay people being able to marry and trans people having access to healthcare and laws that protect LGBT plus people from discrimination and harassment in the workplace, etc., do they really think that's going to take away their rights? You're not going to lose the ability to get married to Sandra. Bob. I don't know why I use Bob because I love Bob's Burgers and Bob Belcher is amazing. You should stop being so hydrophobic. Gender fluid is really upset. Says the aromantic flag. I believe I did just have to Google it. 2. A duck. Sad liquid noises. What would a sad liquid noise be? Bleh. What are you? Your worst nightmare. My sexuality. Oh my God, that's just painfully accurate, isn't it? So, if agender donated their gender to pangender, did you donate your attraction to pansexual? Not exactly, says the asexual ball. What have you been up to now, asexual? I, the god of attraction, hereby accept the exchange of your attraction for endless garlic bread. Fair. You're looking actually mannish today. Oh, awfully, not actually. You're looking awfully mannish today, gender dysphoria says to the trans femme ball. That's very mean. I have never seen gender dysphoria represented as like a transphobic ball. Sigh. I wish I could start transitioning. I'll just go to one of those gender swap websites and see what I'd look like as a girl. Here you go, ma'am. This is what you'd look like as a man. Ha! Wait, what? Does this count as a win? The robot app just assumed your gender correctly. Yes, that is a win. Piss off, gender dysphoria lying in my ear. Being gay is a sin. God hates you and so do I. With all the bits and pieces of the Bible, why would you live your life according to a 2,000-year-old book? Who wrote it? How many people have written it? How many times has it been translated? How many times a bit's been taken away, added? Like, you've got no idea. The world is a completely different place even compared to 100 years ago, let alone 2,000 years ago. We have to move with the times, and that's okay. Meanwhile, this same homophobic ball who is using their religion as an excuse to be homophobic and is like, well, I have to live by this book.
Can't possibly do anything that goes against this book.
But what are they doing? Oh, look at that. A tattoo, a hat. I don't know much about the Bible. I do know it says something about shellfish. Mixed fabrics, I think, is one of them. If you're like picking and choosing, that is purely just based on what you've been told, what you want to think, what you personally are just like, I don't want to grow in my mindset. I'm just going to take this as being fact and I'm going to spread this. How do you fix that cognitive dissonance of trying to hide your bigotry and excuse your bigotry behind your religion? Which, let's face it, the first thing about it is to like treat others how you want to be treated, love thy neighbor, all of that stuff. And you're not exactly doing that, are you, if you're being a raging bigot? But when they're like that, I don't know how it gets fixed in their minds of like, I am bigoted because of religion and that is my reason, but I choose to ignore all of these other like rules that I should technically be living by in my religion. Hello, says the British ball to, I'm assuming, the allosexuals, because the one underneath is arrow to the aromantics. Yep. Funny. I've never said hello in my life. Definitely not arrow. Try saying that really quickly, more than 3 times. Let me know if you do it. This is fine, says the United States of America. On fire. I can take a guess when this one was made. This is not fine. Definitely not fine. I mean, what the actual happened there? Some random day, just minding their own business. So like, I accept lesbians because boobs are hot, but gay guys are disgusting. How can you like a penis? I accept lesbians because I too am attracted to women, so I get it, but I have absolutely zero ability to empathize with the viewpoint of another human being for even a second. What the indeed? I'm a romantic. You just haven't found the right person yet. Since you insist you can tell me the future, mind telling me the winning lottery numbers while you're at it, or are you just gonna keep yapping? That's what I thought. What do they think they know? Honestly, what do they possibly know? It's all of this shit like telling lesbians they've just not met the right man, telling gay men they've just not met the right woman, telling asexuals and aromantic people that they've just not met the right person. It's actually horrific. There's stuff like that for sexual orientation, and then for trans people it's like, oh, trans men, why can't you just be a lesbian? Assuming that all trans men have the same sexual orientation and are straight men, which is actually very not true. A phobe. You will never catch me using pronouns. Lol. It's impossible. Try and go a day without using pronouns, and try and go a week without using gender neutral pronouns for an individual person. Everybody does it. I do quite enjoy seeing the pure rage in transphobes' eyes over pronouns. Because they're literally just getting mad about a piece of language that's existed for such a long time, but has also changed throughout time as we've understood people and society, and things have changed and we know more and our knowledge has increased. Like, they, them has been used as a neutral pronoun for a long time. Thy is something that we don't use anymore. It's an old-fashioned poetic or religious word for your when you're talking to one person. Honor thy father and thy mother. That is not a phrase we use now. And nobody's like,
bring back thy.
They're just like,
get rid of they.
Not realizing that it's perfectly grammatically correct, and also what is grammatically correct and incorrect and what constitutes a real word and not a real word has also changed throughout time. Just because we are now in 2025, by the time most of you are watching this, to be fair, does not mean that progression of language within humans has suddenly stopped and we're just going to be like, this is the cutoff point. Nothing is ever going to change ever again. And it's nothing to do with language. It really isn't. It's not that people are like, oh, language language can't and never has evolved. It's just people clutching at straws for a reason to be phobic. It's the same with like saying that they want to protect women's rights and protect kids, and that they're doing it for religious reasons. Then it's like we don't like pronouns and trans people are trying to change pronouns and all of this stuff. They're all just excuses that have no basis in factual reality. It's just people being transphobic and not wanting to admit that they're just transphobic. Like, is it, you know, if you're transphobic, just say it. And that's it. That's all of the little cartoons for the last video of 2024. How did we feel about this? It's been a good year. I think it's been a good year. I wanted to say a big thank you to all of your support throughout this year. I really appreciate it, and I am looking forward to bringing you more content in 2025. Woo! If you like the video, think about giving a thumbs up and subscribing if you want to, but no pressure. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time and next year. Much love. Bye.